For more than 3 centuries, the Mughal Empire dominated the Indian subcontinent, becoming one of the richest, most powerful, and culturally influential empires in history. Its wealth filled the treasuries of Delhi and Agra. Its armies marched across battlefields from Panipat to the Deccan, and its architects raised forts, gardens, and mausoleums that still define the landscape of South Asia. Some were legendary conquerors and visionary rulers, while others were short-lived claimants who barely held the throne. Yet each emperor left a unique mark on history. But who was the greatest Mughal emperor of them all? This ranking was created using responses from users on ranks.com, where you can create polls, ratings, predictions, brackets, and snap surveys. Click on the link in the description to find out more. From aspiring outsiders to absolute monarchs, let's count down how the Ranks community ranked the greatest of the great Mughals. At number 10 is Jahandar Shah. His reign lasted less than a year, from 1712 to 1713, and he ruled from the Red Fort in Delhi, where he held court in the Diwani Khas, while the bazaars of Chambali Chowk buzzed below. Best remembered for the extravagance of his court and the influence of his queen, Lal Kunwar, his rule collapsed in a war of succession near Agra, where he was defeated by Farrukh Siyar. He was laid to rest not in a monument of his own, but within the Humayun's tomb complex in Delhi, a quiet end for a reign of access. Coming in at number 9 is Bahadur Shah I. Succeeding Aurangzeb after a bitter struggle for the throne, he governed from the Red Fort in Delhi and the ramparts of the Lahore Fort, while his armies pushed toward the Amber Fort to suppress Rajput uprisings and clashed with the rising Sikh forces along the frontier. Despite his efforts, constant rebellion wore down his 5-year reign. He was buried in a strikingly simple, open-air grave at Mehruli, in the shadow of the ancient Qutub Minar. At number 8 is Muhammad Azam Shah. Although Aurangzeb had once considered him his heir, his rule lasted less than 3 months. Marching from Ahmednagar and Aurangabad, he met his half-brother's army on the dusty plains near Agra at the Battle of Jujau, one of the bloodiest succession battles in Mughal history. He was killed there and is believed to have been buried near the very battlefield where his brief reign ended. Taking the number 7 spot is Shahryar. Supported by the powerful Empress Nur Jahan after Jahangir's death, he made his claim from the walls of the Lahore Fort, surrounded by the gardens and palace corridors of a Mughal court. He was swiftly defeated by forces loyal to Shah Jahan, and though his tragic end came near Lahore, the exact site of his burial remains lost to history. At number 6 is Aurangzeb, whose reign spans some of the empire's richest periods. Ruling for nearly 50 years from the Red Fort in Delhi and the military capital at Aurangabad, he expanded Mughal power through relentless Deccan campaigns, laying siege to the mighty fortresses of Bijapur and Golconda, and pushing his armies through Burhanpur and Hyderabad. He raised the Badshahi Mosque in Lahore and the Moti Masjid within the Red Fort. Yet his controversial religious policies remain deeply debated. True to his austere character, he was buried at Kuldabat near Aurangabad, his grave covered only by a simple white cloth, one of the most symbolic images in Mughal history. At number 5 is Shah Jahan, the Emperor of Architecture. From the towering Red Fort he commissioned in Delhi to the Jame Masjid and the new imperial city of Shah Jahanabad, he transformed the empire into a showcase of marble and sandstone. His gardens, the Shalimar Bagh in Lahore and the Shad Bagh in Kashmir, framed a golden age of Mughal design. But his greatest legacy remains the Taj Mahal in Agra, raised in memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. His final years were spent imprisoned within the Agra fort, gazing out at the very monument he built, before being laid to rest beside her inside its marble chambers. At number 4 is Jahangir. Ruling from the Lahore fort and Agra, he found his greatest peace in the valleys of Kashmir, where the Shalimar Gardens still bloom as a testament to his love of nature. His court produced exquisite wildlife journals and Persian miniature paintings capturing birds, flowers, and elephants in astonishing detail, while structures like the Akbari Sarai and Jahangir's quadrangle marked his presence at Lahore. His reign also saw the rising power of his wife, Nur Jahan. He was buried in Lahore, inside one of the finest garden tombs the Mughals ever built. Taking the number 3 position is Humayun. After losing his empire to Sher Shah Suri, he endured 15 years of exile in Persia under Safavid protection before returning through Punjab to reclaim Delhi. There he began the city of Deen Panar at Purana Killa, where he would later die falling down the steps of its library tower, the Sher Mondal. His widow commissioned Humayun's tomb in Delhi, the first great Mughal garden mausoleum, and now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's designed forever changing the architecture of the empire. At number 2 is Babur, the founder. Born in Andijan, he ruled from Kabul and Samarkand before his decisive victory at the First Battle of Panipat in 1526, followed by the Battle of Kanwa near Fatehpur Sikri and the Battle of Gagra. A lover of gardens, he built the Arambagh in Agra and left behind the celebrated autobiography, the Babur Nama. In the end, he chose to be buried not in India, but on a hillside in Kabul, within the terraced gardens of Bagh-e-Babur. Finally, ranked by users as the greatest of the great Mughals, at number 1 is Akbar the Great, whose reign covered the richest period of them all. Taking the throne at just 13, he secured his empire at the Second Battle of Panipat and the Battle of Haldighati, then expanded it through campaigns across Gujarat, Bengal, and Rajputana. He ruled from the Agra fort, which he expanded massively, and from the royal city he built from nothing at Fatehpur Sikri, crowned by the towering Buland Darwaza and the Diwani Fas. In the Ibadat Khana, he debated faiths from across his empire, giving rise to his philosophy of Deen-e-Ilahi. He was laid to rest at Sikandra near Agra, inside a magnificent red sandstone tomb befitting the ruler who built the foundations of Mughal greatness. From the marble domes of the Taj Mahal to the quiet hillside gardens of Bagh-e-Babur in Kabul, the story of the great Mughals is written into the land itself. So that's how users on Ranks ranked the greatest of the great Mughals. If you disagree with this ranking, you can submit your own opinion and find more content like this on ranks.com, the best place to bring opinions together. Do remember to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to hit the like button.